This award says, a member of the Grand Ole Opry and a renowned fiddler, Pappy Selph began his musical career in 1927. He helped shape the careers of folks like Floyd Tillman, Ted Daffy, Moon Mulligan, Bob Wills, and helped popularize and establish the fusion of jazz, blues, and country music into a sound that became known as Western Swing. His arrangement and recording of the great country classic, Orange Blossom Special, is known throughout the world. His dedication to excellence and entertainment are evident in every performance he does. Pappy Selph is a real Hall of Famer. Congratulations, Pappy. Pappy's picked out a few numbers he's going to do for you. And from hearing him last night, he'll probably tell you a story. You take it away, guys.
Well, let's see. What was I going to do, Alan? We talked about... I'm gonna do a song that I wrote about 1934.
Give him my dime back, right?
Yeah, right. I wrote this song about 1934. I recorded it for for Columbia in 1936, February 1936. A little song called "I Want My Dime Back." Gentlemen, this in the key of F. I want my dime back, give me my dime back. I want my dime back now. Give me my money, I want my 10 cents. Give me my dime back now. Now I got a gal lives across the lake, shake the shimmy like a rattlesnake. Got another gal lives on the hill, she won't do it but her sister will. I want my dime back, give me my dime back. I want my dime back now. I want my dime back, give me my dime back. I want my dime back now. I want my money, give me my dime back. I want my dime back now. Well, 2 and 2 is 4, and 4 and 4 is 8. You better keep your gal from my back gate. I got another gal that sleeps in the hall, kicked in the kitchen and feet in the hall. I got my dime back, give me my dime back. I want my dime back now. And folks, that's the way it was in 1934. In that song, I sold 50,000 recordings of that song, which in my day was a tremendous hit. Nowadays, if you don't sell a million, you ain't did anything. But 50,000 phonograph records in 1936 was a big sale. And I'm so proud of that song. Well, I'm going to play the next song here now. What we going to play next, Al?
Texas Plain.
Out on the Texas Plain. I heard that on the radio one time. Now, I wanted to tell you about this song. I think I told you one time before, but there's some folks here that didn't hear the story. I went to Russia in 1972. That was 2 years before George Hamilton went over there. And I played 15 concerts in Russia, in the big theaters all through the whole land. The theaters were just packed full of people. We was wondering, the State Department sent me over there with a band to find out how the Russians would respond to country music. And we just had a tremendous response. The theaters were packed every night, and the last thing I did was a Sunday afternoon festival in the Tetra Mountains, an outdoor festival where they had the 1968 Ski Olympics. And this big mountain where they had the 1968 Ski Olympics was the theater. And we had 186,000 paid admissions to see the cowboy from Texas. There wasn't nobody but me. And well, I got on the bandstand and we did our hour, you know. I played the San Antonio Rose. And in Russia, they do it a little different. They applaud different. They applaud in unison, everybody together, like that, you know. And they had applauded very dutifully, you know, and they heard me sing the You Are My Sunshine and stuff, and I did all these things, and they liked them pretty good, you know, and they would applaud. And I said, well, fellas, we got time for one more. Let's play a song called Out on the Texas Plains. And I'll do a high yodel on the end. Well, not realizing at the time there where we were, those big mountains there that were just like a hand-kept lawn, the sheep, you know. And these old sheep herds had been communicating with each other across those Alps for years, you know, yodeling back and forth across up there. And when I did this high yodel on the end of the song called Out on the Texas Plains, 186,000 people that had been applauding so dutifully jumped up and started yelling. Well, there we were, only 30 miles from the salt mines, you know. I don't know, they may take them to the salt mines. I don't know what they're saying, you know. So I asked the accordion player, Danny Droz, from, and he was with me, and he spoke, he didn't speak Russian, but he spoke to Bohemian real well, you know, like Yakshimash. And I asked him, I said, Danny, what they saying? He said, Pappy, I really don't know, but he says, it sounds like they're saying, play it again. Well, can you imagine 186,000 people yelling? I said, man, God, let's play that thing again. And we did. And they did the same thing again. Jumped right back up again and started yelling again. But here's a song that brought 186,000 natives in Russia screaming, play it again, play it again. I wanna drink my coffee from an old can water road riding by. I wanna hear the call of the whippoorwill. I wanna hear those high oats whine. I wanna feel my saddle horse between my knees, riding him out on the range. Well, I wanna go back, oh please take me back to the Texas plains. Sometime soon I'll be going back where the skies are blue, where a man's a man and a friend's a friend, and friends are always true. For the city life and the city ways are driving me insane. Well, I wanna go back, oh please take me back I tell you folks, I have more fun playing music. I just enjoy it so much. I've enjoyed it all my life. I didn't start playing music till late in life. I didn't start till I was 7. And I started with formal music. And I graduated the conservatory with formal music, playing the symphony. Went to work with the symphony for 2.5 years. Played with the symphony before I went into country music. It has helped me a whole lot to play the fiddle. Instead of the violin, I played the fiddle, and it's so much more fun to play the fiddle than it is the violin. With the violin, you know, all you got is a self. In about 1927, I wrote a song called the Orange Blossom Special. I was going to music school, and my professor said, I want you to turn in a thesis on a double bow. So I turned in my thesis on a double bow, and he looked at it and said, well, Leon, he said, you've got a full 32 measure song here. I said, I have? He said, yes, you have. He said, you could get a copyright on this. I said, sure enough, yeah. He said, you could copyright this. So I said, oh, let's copyright it. So we did. We copyrighted it. And got a copyright back, and nothing didn't happen with it, and nothing ever did happen with it because I sat with the copyright in my pocket. And that is about all that happened until 1965. Me and Johnny Cash used to play at a little beer joint out on Beaumont Road called the Five Corners. Bucket of blood for professional girls everywhere, you know. And at this beer joint, me and Johnny Cash used to play it. $7 a night in the kitty. I had a great time. And Johnny called me from Nashville. He says, Leon, he says, I want to make a whole bunch of old train songs. He says, what was that thing we used to play at the beer joint out on Beaumont Road? I said, that was the Orange Blossom Special. He said, yeah, that's it. He said, now how'd the words of that go? And I gave him the words. I said, Johnny, it ain't no good. I said, Bill Monroe has made it, and Chubby Wise has made it, and Curly Fox has made it, and every time it's been a big flop. I said, you fixing to waste a lot of money making that song. He said, no. I said, I'm going to put it on the B side, on the flip side. He said, it just go along with the record. I said, well, all right. 2 weeks after it was released, it hit. I get a little paper from Nashville. Last week I got my paper called Billboard, and the Billboard said, and now the Orange Blossom Special is grossing $47 million. My copyrights died in 1956. I'm going to try to play it for you. I've been fortunate enough to take on a little bit of things that I can't handle most of the time, and sometimes I can handle the bow, sometimes I can't. But I'm going to do it here for you tonight, called the Orange Blossom Special. Blossom Special ready to go up the East Coast. The engineer's watching his watch. The conductor's loading the passengers, and the fireman is ringing the bell. And here we go. freight train sitting on the side and blowing as she goes by. And if you listen, you'll hear that old freight train answer back. And a great big old double diesel. Ladies and gentlemen, my lifelong friend, Mr. Ernie Hunter, has wrote some more to the Orange Blossom Special, and here's Ernie to play the Orange Blossom Special the way he wrote it. Come on in now, Ernie. Coming down the track, it's that Orange Blossom Special, bringing my baby back. Bringing Dolly Parton back. Air brakes.
Leon Pappy Selph. Yes, sir. Leon.